and welcome back to my channel FitDrChef. So for those that are new, my name is Heather and I'm the face behind FitDrChef. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to see notifications every time I post a new video. Today we are going to be talking about progress. We're going to be talking about tracking our progress, how to track it and why it's important. Number one, what is tracking your progress? Tracking your progress is merely recording everything you're doing, everything fitness related that you're doing to help you reach your goal. So recording, let's say, what it is that you eat, recording how it is that you're training, recording what your physique looks like. That's what I mean when I'm saying tracking your progress. I'm going to explain to you guys why it's really important. It's really important, number one, because sometimes we're not very truthful with ourselves, or sometimes it's not even intentional. Sometimes it's unintentional, in the sense that you will not write, or you will kind of when you're thinking, let's say, for instance, when it comes to food, when you're thinking about what it is that you've consumed in the day, you'll tend to leave out certain bits. But 9 times out of 10, those bits that we're leaving out are what is stopping us from reaching our goal. So a great thing to do whilst you're trying to go on your fitness journey, whatever it is, whether it's losing weight, whether it's gaining weight, whether it's gaining muscle, is tracking your food as you go along. So as the day goes along, so if you're going to have, let's say, if you're going to have a slice of toast, or if you're going to have, I don't know, porridge, at that moment, track it, write it down that, okay, I've had porridge, and also weigh your food. When it comes to your food, weigh your food so that you're 110% certain that the calories that you think you are consuming are the calories that you are consuming. I hope that made sense. In the sense that if you don't weigh your food, sometimes you think you're having 100 calories. Oh, bicep, okay. Oh, okay. Sometimes, excuse me, forgive me. Okay, by now you guys should know that I'm crazy. If you're new, you probably don't know that I'm crazy, but now you know I'm a bit crazy. But I'm very passionate about fitness. So let's get back to what we're talking about. Because sometimes you'll think that you're having 100 calories, or you think you're having 500 calories, but when you weigh the food, it turns out the amount that you had equates to, let's say, 1,000 calories. So weighing your food is very important. And once you've weighed your food, you then record that, okay, I've had 200 grams of oats, or I've had 5 egg whites, things like that. So that's why it's very important to track. Also, tracking is important because it allows you to adjust. It allows you to adjust certain things. So for example, if you go into your diary that you've been writing, okay, or your food diary, you will notice that, okay, I was eating this much, and this has happened, or this hasn't happened. So let's say you were eating a certain amount of calories, then you realize, okay, this might be a bit too much because I'm not losing enough weight, or I've been eating this amount of calories, I need to up them because they're not in line with my goals. Tracking allows you to do that because it's good for a review. Just the same way as it works for food, people think that you actually don't need to track your training. That's also a very important thing to track. So track, today I did 10 reps of this, or today I did a plank for 13 seconds. Track your workouts. It's very important because by tracking your workouts, you can improve on your workouts. You can know that, okay, fine, 4 weeks ago, I was using 10 kgs. Today, let me try and up it up a bit. You know, let me try and use 12 kgs instead, or let me use 15 kgs instead. Because sometimes we also forget, well, me personally, I forget what weight I used for a different exercise. So sometimes I go into the gym and I use a weight that is less than what I used last time, which obviously will impede on my progress. So it's very important to track your weights. Also, tracking your weights or tracking your training is a lot better because it saves you time. Like, do you know the amount of times when I haven't tracked my training progress, I have to go to the gym and try one weight, okay, oh, it's too light, okay, put another weight, oh, it's too heavy. But if you've got if you know that, let's say 3 days ago I used this weight, you just go and boom, put that weight on and you're sorted. Tracking is, I can't express to you guys how important it is to track. Also, in terms of pictures are fantastic because sometimes even when we think we haven't made progress, when you look at a picture and you track in terms of a picture, you see, okay, Heather, you're being a bit harsh on yourself. You didn't have that little bit of definition there. Okay, you didn't have a bit of bicep there, but in this picture you do. So tracking is also, tracking in the terms of pictures is also very good because it sometimes illuminates things that we wouldn't have thought are there. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how to actually track your food or your fitness. So first things first, your best friend is this little thing called your camera. Probably the only app that you can use to take pictures of your body or take pictures of yourself. So that's the app I'd recommend. Great for body pictures. And then in terms of food, so there's one of two ways that you can do this. You can either just quite simply just use, let's say, your notes. Just write in your notes, okay, I've had, I don't know why I'm obsessed with porridge, but I've had porridge. But the only reason why I wouldn't really advocate for you writing, let's say, just with your notes is because you then need to go onto Google, then Google, okay, I've had 200 grams of oats, how many calories are in those oats, or how many, especially if you're doing your macros as well, you're gonna need to kind of work out how much protein is in that, or how much fat is in that, how much carbs in that, blah, 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 and that's just too exhausting. Honestly, ain't no got time for that. Which is why I'd recommend my best app. I hope you can see that, where is it? This one over here. I don't know if you can see it, but MyFitnessPal is the best. It's just absolutely fantastic things that you can do. So it can even assist you in the sense that you can write down your goals, and it can recommend, and the reason I say recommend is because it's that you should always take into account individual differences, but it will recommend how many calories you should be eating, and then, pardon me, it will write that goal down, and it will, every time you upload, let's say, or put in what it is that you eat, it will tell you, okay, you've got 200 calories left, you've got 500 calories. Another great thing about MyFitness app is that you can also add, let's say, your fitness. So you can, at the bottom there, it says exercise, so you can add what it is that you did. You choose, let's say, strength, I don't know, and then you kind of find an exercise. So for example, abdominal crunches, I hope you can see that. You'd write that and you'd say how many you've done, the sets, repetition, etc. It's great, it's fantastic. But when it comes to exercising, when it comes to the fitness aspect of tracking, I personally think that my notes are better, just because on this one, I'm literally just recording what I'm doing. I don't need to worry about how much grams or how much calories. It's just, Heather, write what you're doing. So I tend to find that I just write, I don't know if you can see that. I just write things down in my notes. But feel free to use my fitness app because that's everything all in one place. And yeah, guys, that basically brings us to the end of this video. Basically, what Heather is saying to you, what FitDrChef is saying to you is track. It will help you know what to improve or what to adjust. It's just, it's very crucial and it's very important. So I hope you do that. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Okay, bye guys. Oh, and the next one will be in our fitness spot, not in this medical spot. It will be in the kitchen, hopefully. I'll try and record these videos earlier. Thank you so much for watching. I am going now. Bye. No, wait, hold on. Let me do this. Bye. Sorry. Okay, bye.